Hi there, this is Randy, your sewing machine man. What we have here is a Singer Heavy Duty, and I made the previous video about a Singer Heavy Duty, and I got a lot of, not a lot, a couple comments, some feedback from people saying, but it has a metal frame. Well, yeah, it does. Uh, that's not what's going to break on a heavy duty machine or any kind of machine. 47 years, I've never seen a frame break. Frames don't break, they have no stress on them. All they are is the building foundation for your parts that you put on it to make it operate. So in this case, it's just something to put all the plastic to. And I know people don't like to hear that the heavy duty has a lot of plastic because they bought one. And it doesn't make them feel good to know that they bought one and they fell for the heavy duty thing. It's not heavy duty. And that's my opinion because 47 years I've seen heavy duty. It's cast iron, it's metal frames, but there's no plastic on it. The machines I recommend, the early Kenmores from the 50s and 60s and 70s, the Singers, Slantomatics, all the gears are steel, and they're quality machines. They don't break. We'll just go through this real quick, and we'll just show you the plastic. Okay, here's the flatbed converter here for the free arm. It's all plastic, completely plastic, all plastic. Okay, they do break. They break. But here's the base that the machine sets on. The base, and there's some metal there. I have a little magnet here so we can do some testing. That's metal. That's metal. Plastic. All right. That's your base. That's what it sits on. Do these break? Yes, they do. You can't take the stress of even this bed. Your knobs are plastic. When I stitch these out, I don't go through the entire dial of selecting stitches like I do with other machines because the inside, the cams on the inside are plastic and they'll break. So if you turn this dial, you can see the plastic inside moving. That strips out. It's plastic. It breaks. Your drive cog, for your upper drive cog for your timing belt, it's plastic. It'll break. The gear behind it is metal, and the hand wheel and the belt drive is all plastic, and these break. People try to force a needle through denim because they think it's going to sew denim, and the needle won't go through it, so they grab the hand wheel and give it a real stout turn, and the hand wheel breaks off. This is your bobbin winder. Your bobbin winder is kind of a nylon, but it's not metal. At least they're made out of nylon. It's not plastic. Okay, moving across here in the top, there's your metal frame. It's an alloy. It's like not steel, but it's certainly a good frame. But frame's never an issue. Here's your take-up lever. Your take-up lever is plastic. I've seen those break and seize up. On top, this is your pressure regulator. This is made out of plastic. All the new machines are going to plastic. They used to make them out of metal. Really? Yeah. Let's see if we got one over here. Oh, look, here's one from back in the good old days when they had good quality. All they had to do was make it out of metal. Yep, it screws right in. It's the regular deal. Made out of metal. But, see, when you make it out of metal, you got to spend some money. That takes some money to make this. It has to be machined. And the plastic, you just pour it into a mold. Let it cool, put it on the machine, put it between two pieces of foam, give it to the UPS guy, and he'll throw it over your fence. That's the way the new machines are. You can tell I'm crazy about them. Okay, moving on down. Let's see what we got. The reverse lever, plastic, they break. Let's see what we got in here. This entire system here, your tension is all plastic. Bobbin case doesn't have to be plastic. It can be metal, but it's plastic. And the needle hits these and they have to be reconditioned because the needle will chew them up. In the old days, the worst that would happen is that you'd break a needle, put another needle in. Nowadays, you'll break a gear. The main gear on here, the main drive gear down underneath is right here, the main drive cog. It's plastic. I'll put my magnet on the bracket that holds it here. It's metal. Bracket's metal, and the deal that attaches it is metal, but it's fused on with plastic. This whole gear is plastic here, and they will break. I've seen them break because people try to force them through when they're sewing on something heavy. Now, it's got a good motor. This motor has been around for 50 years. They haven't changed a thing on it. They just put an electronic component on it here, so it'll work for electronic foot control, but not a bad motor. A strong motor, fractional horsepower. But a frame and a motor don't make a quality sewing machine. If you're going to sew on it, you're going to be sewing back and forth. You're going to be reversing. You're going to be putting pressure on. Here's the side cover. Of course, you know it's made out of plastic. Here's the cover on top where your spool goes and your thread. It's completely plastic. And down below, here's your underneath thread catcher and your cover for underneath, and the drop feed lever, of course, made out of plastic. So when you go to the comments and tell me that I'm wrong because I shouldn't be talking about your precious little heavy-duty machine, listen to what I say. I say it's not a bad machine. If they didn't put the heavy duty on it, just said, here's a nice little machine for 150 bucks that you can sew on shirts and pajamas and pillowcases and make a skirt or something like that. But when you put heavy duty on it, that, to me, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, I'm not the foremost authority on sewing machines, but most of them that were around before they passed away, they laughed out loud at this. Are you kidding me? Heavy duty? All right. Go to the ice cream store and watch what the guy behind the counter uses to scoop your ice cream. He uses a steel ice cream scoop because it has to last him all day, every day, forever. Now, when he hands you your cup and hands you the plastic spoon, he knows what you're going to do with it. You're going to take it and use it, and you're going to throw it away. It's disposable. And when you break a gear in one of these, you'll get that feeling. Singer Heavy Duty. What model is this? Let's see, is there a model number on it? Yeah, what's it called here? Model 4423. Made in China. You know, China.